The 0-1 Hamilton Tiger Cats take on the 1-0 Saskatchewan Roughriders this weekend in the Canadian Football League. Guys, welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Andrew McInnis, WagerTalk CFL betting expert right here from north of the border in beautiful Canada. Here to break down today's game, we're going to discuss, of course, Hamilton versus Saskatchewan. Guys, before we jump into the play, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. We continue to grow every single day right here on WagerTalk TV. We also have a great deal going right now at wagertalk.com to get all my plays for a week, 7 days, $77. That will, of course, include my 5% play Thursday night in the CFL. Let's jump right into the play here. Hamilton at home, laying points here, -1.5 favorites against Saskatchewan. And to me, I'll put it this way, guys, I believe the wrong team is favored in this one. Hamilton being the 0-1 team, favored over Saskatchewan as the 1-0 team. And I certainly had Saskatchewan power rated much higher than Hamilton as we approach this season. Now, Saskatchewan, they needed 21 points in the fourth quarter to get their victory, to beat Edmonton last week in week 1. They certainly had a slow start. They did not look great early on in the game. But Saskatchewan ended up looking as I thought they would look, and that's why we cashed the 5% play on Saskatchewan. We saw Trevor Harris healthy as can be. Good to have him back being healthy. He threw for 305 yards. He was 22-31 with 3 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions. That was huge for them. But another thing that I noticed especially was AJ Ouellette, a guy that I thought was going to be a huge addition in the run game for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. He had 18 carries for just 32 yards, guys. That averages out to 1.8 yards per carry. Now, I'm going to ignore the 32 yards because I don't think that can happen again for a guy getting 18 carries. But what we will really look at is the fact that he was given 18 opportunities to carry the ball. If that's going to continue for this Saskatchewan Roughriders offense, it will only open things up more and more for the receivers, for the passing game, and it will really help Trevor Harris stay protected, and it will keep the defense guessing when you can establish the run game as well. But Bain Jr. with 8 targets, 5 receptions for 125 yards, 3 touchdowns. Stearns with 7 receptions for 81 yards. Baker with 52 yards. To me, the Saskatchewan Roughriders team proved they have a very deep receiving core. And again, it was certainly a letdown in the running game as far as Ouellette is concerned. But to get 18 carries and only have 1.8 yards per carry, I don't think that will happen again. And I also believe they're going to be able to do some damage on the ground against the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Now, Hamilton, they had their best performance on the ground. James Butler had a really, really good day. And Bo Levi Mitchell, don't get me wrong, he's back and healthy as well for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. But to me, you're getting the number 1 rush defense against the number 1 rushing offense in week 1. And I will side with the rushing defense. I don't think that the Hamilton Tiger Cats are going to be able to run all over the Saskatchewan Roughriders like they did against Calgary last week. And hats off to Calgary for beating Hamilton. But guess what? I still don't have Calgary power rated that high. I think it was a bad game for Hamilton. And if anything, it just exposed Hamilton's defense. When I look at this game and I look at Saskatchewan and how they played in week 1 over Edmonton, sure, they had a poor first half. Sure, they got things together in the second half. But Saskatchewan, to me, is the much deeper team. They have a great special teams, like a solid punt returner, one of the best kickers in the league with Brett Lowther, and of course, a healthy Trevor Harris. To me, the wrong team is favored here. I understand Hamilton's at home. They need to get this win, but to me, the one they had to win was in week 1 against Calgary. Let's take a look at the dog, the short dog here, Saskatchewan plus 1.5 to get the job done for our free play of the week here in week 2. And guys, don't forget to check out that great deal right now. 7 days, all sports, all plays for $77. Or join me on that 5% play Thursday night as we're on an 11-2 CFL 5% run dating back to last season. All the best, guys. We'll see you next week.